but I don't think the environment is, at least on the ladder, it's not dominated by one particular deck. Maybe in the lower levels you'll see lots of red deck or something, but I'm not seeing any red deck. Plus I'm banging best of 3. Best of 1's probably a different experience. Green, okay. Maybe not green. Maybe we're dealing with adventures. We'll know soon. No. Like mono green. Let's see if we can figure out a way to win Magic games. Yep. Blue Chronos? Not Blue Chronos. Boss, what's his name? What's the red one? It's the red one, right? Boss something? The P word, right? Sure. Yep. That's 5. Beasts. Okay. Six in the pool. Could it be? Think twice. All these robbers. Block carefully. Interesting. I think this is the call. I do kill 2 of their creatures. I only lose 1. But at this point, I've been playing this deck. I'm going to take it into the tournament that I play on the weekend. That's an artifact removal main deck, so I shouldn't have to be afraid of that thing. Just so I have the cards that are necessary to win these matchups. I'm just not seeing them, which is different than the different vibe than you know, not having the cards and just feeling like you're going to lose no matter what. I can just make this guy invincible for a couple of turns and should be able to put a lot of pressure with that guy. Double strike tramples. Wish I had another mana. Oh, but I don't. You're not going to kill it. There's almost no point in doing it. 8. Okay. Still double strike. Yeah, cleave seems pretty fine, right? Big ooze. Biggest of oozes. Good attack. Gosh. Well, that worked out well. This lets them decide how they're going to block, and then I can respond with the giant killer. Not that I don't know if that matters as much, but it might. Oh yeah, definitely does. Because now I kill the beast. Guarantee myself the victory. Hello. Hello, how are you? Every match so far has been going to 3 games, and I'm losing in game 3, so I'm not at all excited about this. I don't at all feel comfortable till I win. We are playing 4 copies of Stone Coil, of course, so then I did top deck. Got the card that I needed. Exactly when I needed it. Good for a change of pace. Alright, let's see how this works. Sometimes I sideboard out too many threats, and then my deck sort of feels really weak. Not that. Yeah, actually feeling really good. I'm in the 60% win rate. About roughly 40 games. Yeah, I'm definitely liking where it is right now. Thanks for checking it out. Yeah, let me send you the latest. This is the most. Oh, no worries. Yep, I'm already up to eight different iterations, and this is the one that I've been playing with consistently. I got to Diamond with it, and I was at Diamond 2, and then I started slipping back. So, the way it goes. I'm facing very, very unusual decks. I mean, this is Diamond. Um, but I'm facing a wide variety of decks. Yeah, yeah, dogs didn't work at all. It is unfortunate. Didn't have the quality. I think I attack here. I'm willing for them to make a trade. Maybe they'll think I have an Embercleave. It won't block, whatever. What could they have? A lot of decision making there. I want to see how they responded there, but I think the clear choice is to do this. Okay, time for the Heliod. I saw two of them last few games. I'm on sideboard. You know what to do. You know how this works. You know how this works. Hmm. I have a bunch of answers for these guys. I think 5 of them in my deck. 5 answers. Only game 2. I would like to run over my opponent once. I don't actually remember, and I'm sure it's happened recently, but I don't remember going 2-0 in my lifetime. I feel like every match that I play is a battle against the best Magic players in the world. I always feel like target creature. So this isn't going to work, right? as the creature fights it. It's not a green effect. Which hurts my feelings. Target creature you control gets blah, then it fights blah. So it's colorless damage. No, can't do anything. I have summoning sickness. Yep. Bring it in. Earlysaurus Rex falling out mellowed. I think it's okay. I'm willing to be inclusive. This is an inclusive chat. It's full scuba. It's such a bummer that I put so many answers for Stonecoil Serpents and I'm getting dominated by them. Oh well. You still have a chance. It's not over yet. It looks grim. That's for sure. What do I need? I need the Cinder Clasm thing, whatever that thing is. And that won't save me from that, so I guess I just die. Relic Robber. Never lucky. Yeah, no, it's a tragedy. All I can say is that my deck has the answers. If I don't get them, then that's fair magic, you know. If I have what it takes and I don't find it, at least I feel like I had a chance. It really feels bad when you play a deck and then you realize your deck has holes. Like, oh, I have no chance. You know, like when you play a deck and you don't have any answers in your sideboard or main deck, you just have to just get run over. I think that's where you don't want to be, obviously. But you know, the idea is. Yeah, exactly. I could get him with the Cinderclasm right now before this guy... Well, he's not going to be able to buff himself right away, but still. Or I could wait to see what they drop. They still have a bunch of cards in their hand. Alright, we're going to take it a little bit slower. So I want to drop the Apparition if they block, which I don't think they block here, right? Or I could just save it this way. Might be the way to go. Lovey-dovey. Hey, look, everyone. Isn't that amazing? All right, so here's my plan. Beautiful. So predictable, right? An interesting call, though. You know, I guess I should have used this. That was I threw away that card for no reason. So that was a punt. Sorry, everybody. Oh, 2 red sources. Oh, I guess I'm worse than I thought. That was my red source. Well, I just punted this game away. Oh, it's embarrassing. I worked so hard at perfecting these lines and knowing how to play this deck, and I just totally threw my victory away. I needed that to come into play to use the second red, and then I needed to use this to protect this, and all of my dreams would be coming true. Instead, I literally threw this game away. That feels bad. Oh well. So now the move is to figure out a way to still win, despite putting myself in a really bad position. So we clear our brains, we forget about the mistakes, and we move forward. That's all we can do. No point in dwelling. But I can still blame the shuffler. We want them to get a bunch of Stone Coils, Steve Austin Serpents, and then we're going to blow them all up with Heliod's intervention. We're going to be excited about it. They're still wondering what the heck all that was. Like, what was that? Why did they do that? I know, it's a mystery. Sometimes you throw your opponent off. Lure them into a false sense of security. Taking all the damage. I don't even want to risk blocking. Bummer. Well, at least that's kind of good, right? We can take out the ooze while we can. punted on purpose, yeah. You do it, and they're like, "Oh, cool! I'm playing an idiot. So let me grab a hot pocket into the microwave." Like, I don't have to even think about my plays. This person doesn't know what they're doing, and then they put their stuff in the microwave. They get on a they get on a Discord call with their friends to talk about their D&D game over the weekend. They're playing with one hand. Yeah, all those things. All because Yep, and that's when we strike. They're like biting into their hot pocket. Ah, it's hot. Their volume is off, so they scream, and then their friends are like, "What are you doing?" And then all of a sudden, this is happening. Just too much for them. They're overwhelmed. They fall back in their chair. Their headset gets ripped off their head. They look like they're still playing Magic, but they're not. They're a mess. That's when we strike. Why is it so hard to get that second source mana? How in the world am I going to win this game? Number 1, draw a red source. Number 2, I don't want to get rid of this. I'm going to regret it so bad when I pitch it to the Hollow Blade and they drop purple Stone Coil. Wow, really? Haven't seen a Garrick all game. Didn't bring in my Spyglass. And here we are. Turn 4, Garrick. Mm-hmm. Plus crazy game. I like their Very brightly colored mammoth. It looks neat. Cool artwork. I like the colors of these alternate cards. They look pretty good. Very vivid. Vivid green. I know, right? No, it doesn't really matter. It's just another land at one point. Isn't going to kill it. 2 damage. Oh. Yeah. Inscription of Abundance. They're 14 cards deep, plus all the cards from last game. Not a single artifact removal. Not that we need it now, but it's just something that annoys me when I've got so many tools in the deck. Not see one. Oh, why do my opponents make this game look so easy? Yeah, I'm tired of losing game 3s. I think I'm done. That was like 4 in a row, 3 in a row, something ridiculous. Yeah. Uh. 5, 6, yeah. I mean, this is the path to victory if I'm gonna have one. Adding the life was nice. 5, wow. Okay. I can handle an artifact. I really can. Imagine that I win the game off of a 1-point Heliod's intervention. Never mind. I don't know if I'll win now. But, see. Do they really have to get a... just feed into... just so crazy good. Token creature. Well, we have Embercleave now. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Might win with the Embercleave. Just might get there. Tapped out. Now, if I let this live, it's not going to matter. I do need to get rid of that so they don't gain enough life. So I think I have to let my Hollow Blade go. I don't like it, but I think it's necessary. So close. They probably have enough blockers, so unfortunately, might be done here. Another really tried my best, everyone. I really did. Attack, please. I'd get a giant killer off the top. That would feel good. So many answers, so many answers, so many answers. Not one of them. Oh, yeah. Never mind. It is the answer. Oh my gosh, the top deck for the win. That game was too close, too intense. I was already in loss mode in my brain. Ranked up. Gosh. Can you believe it? This deck has it. This deck has what it takes. I know it's not a beautiful pile of cards, and some may think it looks like a pile of cards, but there's so much potential in this deck. I'm really enjoying it. And I feel like I'm competitive against everything in the field. Even though when I say competitive, you know, I have to work really hard. Ooh, look at you. I believe you. Thank you for the prayer. Thank you for the victory. I will give you credit. 100% credit. We did it, I know. Together with God. That's all we need. Your prayers your prayers have helped. It's exhausting though. I feel like I won, right? And that's the important thing. We punted, we recovered, we tried to keep our composure, we tried to play the best lines possible. Magic is not easy, and there's a lot going on in any particular game, and that's the beauty of the game. Is, you know, but overall, do you have any? I'll bring the deck up. Let me know what you think of the sideboard and the deck itself, because you might have questions or ideas. I brought the second crypt because of the amount of Rakdos graveyard stuff I'm seeing. That's getting pretty popular. I know, right? Like winning a Stanley Cup. I know, and it's of course it's Game 7. You know, Game 7 of the series, and you've gone to Game 7 every single round. That's what it feels like. Yeah, because it's so rewarding when you beat them. Yeah, especially with a deck like this that has to grind its way, and I feel like, you know, like just the shell of the deck though, like 27 creatures and Embercleave in game 1 is sort of a game plan that I can stand behind, right? The cards that aren't killing you are setting up the victory, protecting the creatures, extra damage, removal. Then you've got creatures that are your utility removal creatures, right? 5 of them here. Actually, sorry, 7, 8. Sorry, 8 more removal. So you've got removal and protection, or whatever you want to call it. You've got your creatures and your kind of slick mana base. And then when I go into sideboarding, that's where I probably have to start writing things down. I feel pretty comfortable sideboarding, but sometimes I look at my creature count and I'm like down to like 20 creatures, and it's kind of harsh. So that changes the whole dynamic of the deck. You know, when I bring in glass caskets, and Shadow Spear might be something I don't really need. Um, I'm not. Yeah, Oxus for the Milducks, and rogues. It's really a powerful card against them, but I don't know if it's that. The fact that it draws me 3 cards is really where it gets powerful. Idle also is huge against mill. I've won so many games. If I get idle and they don't mill it, it's over. It's remarkable. I've put 10 cards underneath it, and then it's just 2 mana, and I get any of my creatures back every turn. It feels really powerful. Probably more powerful than Ox, but I like having both. But Glass Casket's been MVP. Red Cat Melee, for sure. I guess yeah, I do bring caskets against rogues too. So I bring. Now, intervention's been a little trickier. Maybe I don't need. Well, see, I don't have any enchantment removal, and every now and then you get some weird deck that's gonna beat you with enchantments, like Feladar's, the landfall enchantment, and occasionally some weird mill deck or something. I don't know what that varies enchantment. He's very rare though, but I don't know if 2 is overkill. Might be. 2 might be too many. I take one out. Do I really need the Shadow Spear? Yeah, Archon lists. Yep. Doom Foretold. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I feel this would be good, right? But now I'm debating if I should play with 2 or Disenchant or something else. I guess I'm gonna keep 2 in. I like the card. I've always liked the card. It feels like a really solid sideboard choice, so I'm gonna keep him in. Also, sometimes I put it in against a super aggressive. I've got put it in against red deck because they have, a couple of targets, like the Annex as a target, and it also gives me a little life boost. It's not really great because I'm generally not filling the board with land in this deck, but it can. There's times where I've flooded out and I've had 6 or 7, 8 mana on the board. So maybe